Hi, everybody.
You.
Yay!
Hi, you.
Hi, you. How are you?
Really good.
How
Merry
was,
Christmas.
yeah, Merry Christmas. How was your Christmas?
It was good. It was very
Yeah,
easygoing. Very easygoing.
good. Tell
Food.
me
How
what
was your Christmas?
it was good, but I need to know what you ate for Christmas.
All right. We had fish. We had fried chicken, fried in the oven chicken. We had burnished potatoes and a salad, but also, cakes and cookies throughout the day. How about
How, wait, how do you burnish a potato?
Oh, you boil it first in some nice salted water, and then you heat some oil in the oven in a pan, and then you get the oil hot enough that when you put the potatoes in, they sort of fry. And you like
Hmm.
kind of turn them over every 10 minutes, and they kind of fry in the oven. I don't know, it's a new recipe for me, but I dig it. And with some garlic and rosemary in that last,
Mm,
oh, it's so good.
yeah, that sounds pretty amazing.
How about you? What was your menu?
Oh, Christmas dinner was McDonald's.
Yes!
Because
McDonald's has a big menu. What?
we were on the road to come here. So I had 10-piece chicken McNugget with
Right?
some French fries, which I have not eaten in years and years. And it's not quite as good as I remember,
Okay.
but
Yeah,
I'm just going to hold. Actually, I saw a commercial that the McRib is back.
it
And I
is.
feel like I have fond memories of that, but I don't think I'm going to test the nostalgia there.
Well, I tested it for you. Let me tell you, it's not how you remember.
Oh,
So save your taste buds for another item on the menu.
no. Okay.
Just hold it in your memory.
What people are like seriously obsessed with that sandwich, though.
It's like a cult following almost.
I know. That's hilarious.
I appreciate you so much, Marsha. I appreciate you so much. You make me feel like a kid. You make me feel so
Oh.
young, and I appreciate that.
Oh, I love talking to you, Christopher. I know it's weird to think that there are people listening to us because
Oh
I
yeah.
just like assume it's just a private conversation between you and me. But anyway, it's not. And we do have a special guest that we are welcoming on. So if you want to come on now, special guest.
Come on, Ali Ali Ali.
Yay! Amy, you are on mute.
Yes, I know. We have to like remember. I'm gonna get myself situated here.
Wait,
Hi.
are you Amy, can you hear us? Can we hear
I'm
you?
here. I hear
Yes.
you, and you hear me. Here we are.
Yes. It's so good to see you. Merry Christmas, Amy.
Merry
Yeah, Merry
Christmas.
Christmas. We think someone mentioned that there needs to be a St. Peter's food club. Would you be into a food club?
I could do a food club. I could
Okay.
definitely burnished potatoes. I'm on that line. I'm
Well, that's good to know because then this will be a very fruitful conversation.
Yes.
So, and remember that you did choose us, Amy. So if you're like crying at any point in the middle of this interview, just remember those are the consequences of your own choices. So,
I chose you because I knew you would get me out of myself, and I wouldn't feel nervous because I'd be just so with you.
good. Well, we're glad to hear that. How was your Christmas?
Yeah, we'll give you a freebie question. How was your Christmas? Is Christmas a favorite holiday?
It's a favorite holiday. This was a Christmas like no other Christmas. This was a silent night and a holy night. I was alone. I my kids moved out during COVID. They thought they'd leave the city and leave illness behind.
Wow.
And I have roommates, but they went to spend the holiday with family, being very careful. And so I'm alone in my own space, which is amazing. Um, yeah, it was really beautiful. I listened to Durham Cathedral's ceremony of lessons and carols, and I recommend it very highly. Yeah, it was
Oh,
nice, nice.
oh,
Thank
that's
you.
beautiful. I know, speaking for someone who's rarely alone and who really enjoys it, I just like when my child is elsewhere, I love her, but when they are elsewhere, I am happy too. So,
Well,
yeah.
alone time is essential. Alone time, I think, is a part of our well-being, I think. But I'm glad, Amy, you found some pleasure in that too. So how did you feed yourself alone?
Oh, that's what we always need to
Food.
know, right?
It's always going to come back to food.
Well, I have a close friend whose birthday is Christmas Day. So, of course, we did a Zoom party and I had a nice salmon with, what did I do? All I'm remembering right now is the dessert. I had buttercream in my freezer that I had to use up. So I made a chocolate cake with the chocolate buttercream. And all you have to do is drizzle on the plate some Grand Marnier
Mm.
and stud the icing with spices. And
Mm.
you get this wonderful Christmas dessert. You must all try.
That sounds delicious.
Sounds
Wow.
yummy.
Especially the Grand Marnier part.
Well, especially like the simple effort, but a grand ending. So I love that.
Yeah.
Definitely, definitely. Well, I think we'll start. Are you guys ready to start? Christopher, shall we disclose to Amy what we did this time, just so if there's any fumbling, she's not confused.
Yeah. Although
So Christopher and I decided that since we've done this a couple of times, we would spice it up for everyone by not actually working on the questions together, which is what we normally do. So we each chose 5 questions plus some backup questions from a grand list. And we're hoping we didn't choose the same ones, although we're assuming that we probably did choose the same ones. So we have a bunch of backup questions, but this is a test to see how similar Christopher and I actually are. So, do you want to start, Christopher?
after you, Martha.
Okay. So, first question. Since we're doing food, I'm going to start with a food question. If you could eat only one food for the rest of your life, what would it be?
To go with my tears.
No, it's supposed to be you thinking about the most delicious, most wonderful, most satisfying food that you can eat.
But one that I wouldn't get tired of and that wouldn't raise my cholesterol.
Oh, this is a magical world. You'll always love it, and whatever it is will give you every sustenance that your body needs forevermore.
Scones and cream.
Yes.
Mmm.
Oh, I'm learning that you're an incredible baker. So scones and cream. Oh my gosh. Does
Yeah.
that come with tea?
Tea, well, yeah, tea, but that's a beverage. That's you choose one food, right? The
Yes.
beverage is extra. Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
so are you a sweet scones or savory scones?
The cheese scones are awfully good, aren't they? But
Mhm.
because the cream goes on the sweet ones, I'll go with the ones with the sultanas, and then you put a bit of strawberry jam on, and then the coconut cream, that kind.
I love it.
Did you kind of hone your skills when you were living in the UK of eating scones and cream?
Of eating them, yes.
Yes.
Quite accomplished with that. Yeah.
All right, Christopher, next up.
What are your hobbies and how did you get into them?
That's so easy. Are you allowed I'm so happy to, yeah, gardening. Gardening. And how I got into it was through the back door down into the basement, probably. My mom was a gardener. And as a little kid, to me, gardening was this grown and then weeding, because that's really all little kids are allowed to do with gardening. And I never thought that it would happen to me, but the gardening bug bit hard. And here in the city, I live in an apartment building with this long strip, those skinny strips between the building and the street. And over the years, I got to cultivating it, and then finally, it was taken over. This is a New York story. During construction by rats. So I had to put it aside, and then I got to go to England, and I was staying at a B&B and saw the lady of the house weeding, and there were these vines that she was pulling out and wrapping around over her head, and I thought, I got to try that. And I've been going back to her B&B ever since, and she's let me cultivate the cottage garden to the side of the mansion.
Wow.
The
That's
English
amazing.
are known for gardens. The English are known for gardens, beautiful gardens.
There's so much to learn. Yeah.
Do you do houseplants, or is that too mundane?
I do, but they don't live as well under my hands. I'm not really a natural gardener. I just love it.
Mm.
Well, Leon calls dibs for Amy's help in the church garden next year.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So you have you have something to look forward to.
Thank you, Leon.
That's a good one. All right. Next question. This one, I don't believe has ever been asked on The View, and I kind of love it. It's a very Martha Lee question. How old were you when you had your first celebrity crush, and who was it?
Do animation characters count?
Absolutely.
Because I think I was 4 and I fell in love with Astro Boy. Now, I am so old that you're going to have to Google Astro Boy. It was this Japanese anime before the word anime came into proper widespread use. And my sister and I would take turns kissing the TV screen.
So cute.
When the show came on. I thought, I have to throw that back to you now because it's your fault. What was yours?
Ooh, Martha.
Oh, me? I don't know if it was my first, but it was my most intense obsession was Jordan Knight from the New Kids on the Block. When I was in 8th grade, I went to my first concert. I was one of the Screaming Girls. And I was pretty convinced in 8th grade that I was going to marry him. It didn't work out. I didn't hurt. Sophia's father is not Jordan Knight, but that was mine. Christopher.
Oh, well, mine's easy. Silver Spoons. Do you remember this TV show?
Yeah. Ricky Schroeder
and Alfonso Ribeiro. I can't tell which one I wanted to hug more. Hug more. But
funny.
One day I was like, I would love to be Alfonso Ribeiro and be Ricky Schroeder's best friend. And one day I'd be like, oh, I'd love to be Ricky Schroeder's and be Alfonso Ribero's best friend. Anyway, those are my celebrity crushes, 2 in 1.
Yeah, you get bang for your buck when you watch Silver Spoons.
I'm so embarrassed. I'm going to jump into the next question right now. Here's one. Amy, do you have a fashion philosophy?
Oh.
Black always works. But when you are small, you don't have enough choice. So I wish that we could all wear what works for us. Not necessarily our lifestyle, but just the way we look and want to see ourselves. And I wish that Indian ladies' fashion was more available to us. They wouldn't know how to get into a sari, but wouldn't you? I mean,
those are pretty. Those fabrics are just so stunning.
Oh my gosh. I have a friend, she's fascinated with Indian culture and food and spirituality and religion and belief. And her closet, she calls it like Sari Barbie. It's like every color and fabric of saris, but it's like Barbie's dream sari. I don't know what to call it, but it's like a Barbie fashion house, but all in saris. Oh
That's
my God.
amazing.
I was going to ask, is there like an icon or sort of like theme that you sort of gravitate to? But you like colors, I guess, colors and fabrics.
I would, but since I can't find them, I wear black.
Right on. Right on. I love it.
All right. Black is always good. I wear black a lot too. Okay. I have a lot of good questions, sort of spanning like silly to more serious. Let me do a more serious one. What are you most proud of in this last year? Yeah, it's a little hard because it's been a strange year.
I am most proud of my younger child moving out
Mm.
with all her things, every guitar, and starting over in a brand new place that's so far away that coming back here is impractical. I am so proud of this great courage.
Yeah,
Mm. Mm.
that's amazing. And a good testament to your mothering, to that she felt that she could do that.
Maybe we'll see.
No, I think yes. I'm going to go with yes. I'm not going to go with maybe.
Yes. Okay.
I love it. Well, here's one. Might be kind of deep, but sort of reflect on yourself. But sometimes we're all kind of blue, and then sometimes we have to remind ourselves, like, where am I rocking it? So, where are you rocking it these days?
Such a good question.
Where are you like rocking it?
Well, this is a peculiar thing. You asked me about hobbies. The other one was writing. And about like a long time ago, like, I don't know, 10 years ago, I got inspired to start writing something because I really wanted to read this certain story inspired by something that showed up in a history book. And nobody had really written it. I searched really long and hard. And so I started working on it. And during the pandemic, I got it out again.
Oh,
Been writing, and I'm not one of those people who has like this storyboard and knows ahead of time like exactly where the crisis is going to happen and the way the denouement is going to like tie all. I just, when I sit down, I don't know what the characters are going to do or say.
Yeah.
I just wait until they do it and say it. And last night, I got the conclusion.
Oh my gosh.
I know.
aw.
It's very providential that I'm asking this question. Oh my gosh.
I know. So that happened. And
Congratulations. That's amazing.
And this is a novel, a book,
I
or a play, or we don't know yet.
we don't know yet.
Okay,
I
it
think
could
it's a
be a
book.
novel, book, it's a story. Well, these things
Story.
don't write themselves, I always say that. And I love this part because I know lots of playwrights, and people have lots of suggestions for playwrights on their play, like, oh, maybe the character should have done that. And I have one playwright friend, and she always says, oh, well, you should write that play. You should go, don't tell me about how to fix my play. You should go write that story. And that's what you did. You saw a need for something and you were creative. I'm proud of you. High five.
Yeah.
I would, as folks are looking ahead at the new year, I'd love anybody to challenge if a story had to be told, what would that story be and what would need to be said? Isn't that a wonderful thing to ponder and maybe then go like do?
Yeah, you did it. I'm so proud of you. Amazing.
Yeah. Writing is hard work. It's really hard work.
Really is
It
proud of
is
you
people
too.
who like work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My
All right. Okay. Let's see. Let's do another fun one. What's your go-to guilty pleasure?
Ooh.
pleasure. Well, of course, it's buttercream.
Buttercream on everything by itself, just straight out of the container.
That works too. Buttercream also goes well on leftover pancakes. It's just versatile that way.
That's a good one. All right, Christopher, I'm going to ask you this too. What's your guilty
Oh,
go?
that's either potato chips or cookies. And sometimes at the same time.
Savory.
Yeah. Yes. Yum. All right. I love it.
Martha?
I don't know that mine is food, and I don't know that I call them guilty pleasures because I don't feel very guilty when I do stuff.
I
So,
think guilty pleasure is a projection from someone else, but what is it?
yeah. Oh, so lately it's Candy Crush. I just like when I want to vacate the world and I just want to like sit and have that satisfaction of little things blowing up on my screen. Yeah, and I actually feel totally fine about it. I do not feel guilty. I have a very busy life. I'm a pretty functional human, so I'm like, yeah, Candy Crush, totally fine.
It's a do no harm activity.
Do no harm.
Here's my question. Everyone brace, don't click
Oh,
now. Without naming names, unless you want to, there are
uh-oh.
things. Is there, and why, is there someone out there you would like to say thank you to? Is there someone out there you would like to say I'm sorry? And is there someone out there you would like to say I forgive you?
Ooh,
Don't
this is
have to
a
name names.
deep one, Christopher.
Deep. I'll say yes, yes, and yes.
The situation of the thank you, could you speak on that?
Yeah. I would say thank you to my children.
Mm,
It's hard to go further.
that's okay. That's okay.
I would say thank you to them
Mm,
of all the life that they created for us by being born.
mm.
That's beautiful. Okay. You did it, Christopher. You made Amy cry. Good job.
I pass the baton back to you.
Okay. Then let's do one that's not going to make us cry unless we're crying laughing.
Wow.
If you could have any exotic animal as a pet, what would it be? This is also the magic world where if you choose like a tiger, you're going to have the means to keep yourself and it safe and alive. So,
Oh, and someone, yeah, to keep it safe. Oh. Exotic. Well, to me, this is exotic, but I would want some kind of beautiful, beautiful horse. Because of how absolutely lovely they are. And even if all I had to do was like look out my kitchen window and see it running through the fields, what could be more beautiful than that?
yeah.
Yeah.
The horses are really, they're just so, yeah, when they're running and sprinting, it is magical.
Yeah.
It's so much power and beauty and elegance. I agree.
Yeah. Yeah. Do you have an exotic animal want, Christopher?
Oh my gosh. It's gonna sound weird, but I think I would want it to be, and maybe I saw it in a cartoon, like a giant bird that I could put a basket on. And
Wait, I don't think I said mythical animal. Is this a real thing somewhere?
it's not. But I'm going with rapid fire here, and that's
Okay.
rapid fire thought. I want to be on the basket and
Okay.
be safe in there as this bird like flies around the country.
I like it. Very Lord of the Rings, like the eagles from the Lord of the Rings. Okay, good. I like it.
And you?
Well, if you're going with mythical, or then I would have like a dragon or a T-Rex, but something very fierce. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
And
Probably dragon.
yeah, wow, amazing. Amazing. Oh my gosh, I'm feeling the pressure for the last question here.
Ooh.
I'll keep it lighthearted because I know there's like one more backup question here, but it's about music. What song, two things, always gets you on the dance floor, shaking your booty? And what song can you like cannot help yourself singing when you hear it?
Well, the dance one is easy because all last year during after school, whenever a kid had a birthday, we would have dance Friday, and the kid could choose whatever song they wanted, and we would blast it. This is a Christian school, but after school, we had options. And so when my birthday came around, I thought, what do I want to see all the kids dancing to? And of course, it's the song that I would dance to. It shows you of what generation I belong, but it's Earth, Wind, and Fire's September.
Oh, it's a good one.
Do you remember? There was a time, September. Oh my gosh. See, we just all started moving. I'm sure everyone started moving too. That's a good one.
That is a good one.
Anyone you just can't like stop singing to when you hear it on the radio?
Oh my goodness. Well, when you listen to classical radio, it's kind of hard because they sing
Yeah.
daunting songs. I'll get back to you on that. Martha, how about you?
Oh, for dancing, there are a lot. What's that Trolls Justin Timberlake song? The I can't remember the name. Oh, Can't Stop This Feeling. Can't stop this feeling. Yes. If all that needs to come out. See, you're dancing too. So that's the dancing one. And then right now I'm currently obsessed with the Taylor Swift Folklore album. So there's this song on there called Exile, which is just this painfully beautiful song. And it just, Sophia knows because it's like on repeat. And they're always like, again? Do we have to listen to it again? I'm like, yes, you do. Now be quiet. So those are mine. And Christopher, yours?
Oh, it's always woo! So don't stop till you get enough. Oh my
Yeah.
God, that just like makes me want to get up and dance. Like
That is a good one. That's a good one.
and for singing, even though it's not in my key, it's I want to dance with somebody. Whitney Houston, like heaven
Oh,
help the shoppers who are in my aisle when that comes on the big speaker at the grocery store because clock strikes hour. I'm like, yeah.
That's
Anyway, those are
awkward when that happens in the supermarket, but then you find the other kindred spirits
yeah.
that pop out of the cereal aisle. Mhm.
Forever Whitney, Leisha says. Oh my god.
oh yeah, for sure. And actually, I know. So even though we've hit our questions, there is one bonus question because I know that Amy, you wanted to talk about a book that you were reading or books that you were reading. So I'm going to give you the chance to do that.
Hey.
Right, right. So my nightstand, because that was the question that people were getting asked, is a bookshelf. But the ones that during COVID have really ministered to me are these two that I found. Well, I don't know. Do you know this one?
I'm writing it down. The
The
blessed
bless the
space.
space between us.
To
To
bless the
bless,
space.
to bless the
Yeah.
space between us by John O'Donohue. He's a philosopher. He's a former priest. He is a poet. He passed away a few years ago. And he speaks into the deep, deep places of a person's soul. You're reading along and you're thinking, oh, shoot, this is where I haven't been honest with myself. This is what I need to allow to come into being. This has been waiting too long in me. Explore, please.
Thank you.
And the other one is called A Celtic Prayer Companion by David Adam. He was a minister on the island, holy island of Lindisfarne in the church there. So a lot of pilgrims come to his church who are traveling, and he put together a collection of these old prayers and songs, some translated from like this old Gaelic language, and they also speak to the deep places in your heart. So yeah, when you are getting ready to go to bed, and so sometimes you feel like heaven and earth are just starting to meld together. They bring you in. Yeah.
It's beautiful.
I love it. Martha, that was a good question or good reminder. I'm so glad. So garden club and book club, Amy. This is well, St. Peter's. We'll have to somehow make this happen.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to send you a picture of Astro Boy too.
Astro Boy, oh my gosh, and Nick Schroeder and Alfonso Ribeiro. I love it. Amy, I'm a theater person and my world like revolves around theater, and there's a character in theater. Her name is Sweet Charity. Charity Valentine is her name. And her biggest like motif is that she has a tattoo heart on her sleeve, on her arm. And the theme is like she wears her heart on her sleeve is like sort of the idea. And I don't think of you as far as Charity's others like foibles, but the idea of being a person who wears their heart on their sleeve. That's how I see you, someone who just make themselves very safely available.
Yeah, I agree. Very tender-hearted. So
Yeah.
thank you so much for sharing that with us and for laughing with us. And hopefully it was a good sort of high-low question combination.
If not, there can be round 2.
With you on the other end.
Oh.
You have to be, right? Martha, have you been a guest?
I have not been a guest on The View. I know. I think because I'm kind of around in the periphery a lot. Like it's yeah. Well, no, and now I've done this so much. It's like it's not that interesting to interview me. Like I already told you I want a dragon. So like what else do you need to know?
A lot more. More Martha. More
Okay,
Martha.
everybody, please come up with your list of questions. Send them to Brenna, and we get
I love it.
Martha next.
I love it. Christine, who's been amazing, is
Yes.
so delightful, friends. Thank you, which is another way of saying signing off.
Bye guys. Happy Sunday. Bye Amy. Thank you.
Bye.